If you have any questions, you can take care now and
Alright, so hello from Italy, Milan. I'm just gonna be sharing some random thoughts of traveling thoughts. Today will be traveling thoughts, especially in terms of booking and airport things. And then maybe future I'll just talk about being around a foreign country. I don't know, maybe we'll see. Anyway, so first thing, is booking first searching through Skyscanner. It's kind of cool to get like these prices of like you're like literally looking for the cheapest cheapest ticket to, like you can say just anywhere, and then I'll give you all these options. You can usually find a pretty cheap tickets in general, like Europe to from $400 to whatever dollars round trip. So I went through Skyscanner and I looked for an Italy flight, and I found Milan was a little bit cheaper than Rome, so I decided to do that. But I wasn't completely aware of like maybe these booking sites and how reliable they were, because I was more maybe used to like maybe the Expedias, the Kayaks, these ones that are search engines, and then they just they're a little bit more reliable, I would say. So then I went through Skyscanner and I booked through Exploretrip. And Exploretrip is a little more sketchy because first of all, booked through Exploretrip, and that day booked through, I think maybe in the evening or something like that, and then at literally 2 a.m., past 2 a.m., I get a phone call from them saying, and I was like sleeping, and I got up, I'm like, what is this? Oh, maybe was I sleeping? Maybe I was a little awake. Maybe. Not that I'm gonna share my sleeping schedules to you, but so I was, I took the call, kind of maybe, I don't even know, maybe like suspecting a call from this booking site, and they were confirming my booking, and yeah, so then I said yes, it was me, and then even the following later that day, I don't know if it was in the morning or later, but they called me again, and then they were basically selling me that it was I needed to pay a little extra, like $30 extra a person, to confirm and secure seats. Now they said that this was an option, going through their website, that there was an option doing the confirmed seats thing. I mean, it was still going to cost $30. But they called me and then they said you have to do this. Otherwise you can't book. And I was like, I'll just cancel then. Since there's a 24-hour policy for all airlines, all sites, booking sites, I think. And they were like, no, actually, there's a fee if you cancel. And I was like, okay, what is this? So then, I kept kind of talking to him and kind of trying to get explanation of what's going on. And apparently, I did some research later that even yes, there's a 24-hour cancellation policy, but this site, it wasn't even booking. It was more like it reserves the ticket, but it's not official yet. So canceling it doesn't like fall under the same rules or something like that. It was like this really sketchy kind of thing. So, but in the end I was like, okay, $30 per person, I'll just do it, confirm my seat, and then yeah, so I pay extra, right? Thought everything was good, but so I was booking and this flight, Air Italy, right? I've never heard of it, and I researched Air Italy. And it's actually kind of like a newer airline. I think it was basically from another airline, and then they repurposed it, called Air Italy, and it's kind of like a budget kind of thing. And they have this flight from LA to Milan that they're promoting, I think. So, anyways, long story short, I wasn't 100% sure. Like I was like 90% sure, 90-something% sure that these tickets were legit. First I confirmed that they were legit tickets by going to the, because it was also booking through Alaska to go down to LA. So I confirmed that those tickets are legit. Flight was real. I researched it. The flight was real, and we have these reservations for it, right? So then, like, there's this web check-in process. It was very weird that how their web check-ins worked, and because like I went through it, and then apparently you can get the boarding pass or 7 days beforehand, but then it costs extra to do that because you're selecting your seats, and I'm like, but technically we already selected the seats, right? But then I tried to select seats before I paid for it, right? And the seats that I had reserved through this booking website, supposedly reserved, were still open. Were still like selectable. So that was a little sketchy. So then but then they said 48 hours beforehand you can check in and reserve your seats for free, so there's no cost. So I did that, reserve specific seats, aisle, kind of like the side. And then I thought that was okay. I did a web check-in. They even gave me a link to add it to your wallet, and I did that. So I thought that this was a ticket, right? So I check in. I go to Alaska, check-in counter, check in, show my documents, whatever. I checked into the Alaska flight, fly through the Alaska, and then go to LA. And then in LA, there's the Air Italy counter, right? So then, like, for some, I was kind of like, oh, I already have my ticket on my phone, right? Even though I had to actually go print the ticket for the Alaska flight. I couldn't check in online for that for some reason. Maybe it's because it's international or something. And then if we had check-in baggage, then you probably have to they had to fly directly to Italy or something. I don't know. Anyways, but so then I thought I had these tickets for the Air Italy flight all ready, and then for some reason, last minute, I was like, it was kind of like, 10 minutes before boarding, I go up to the counter, just says, hey, here's my ticket. Here, let me show you. Let's see. Here's my ticket. This is okay, right? This is a legit ticket, right? Here it is. This is a legit ticket, right? And then they're like, no, it's not. You actually have to have a paper ticket. So then, luckily, they can just check us in right there. So I got my ticket literally 10 minutes before we started boarding, and I got on the plane. In the end, I think technically that would still have probably is a ticket because we got the same seats that I wanted specifically reserved for 48 hours before. So maybe that ticket was legit, but still they at the counter, I would have been had to do a recheck-in or something or reprint the ticket. So luckily I did that before we actually started boarding, because that might have been a hassle to check me in as they print the ticket as they check me into the flight. I don't know. Anyways, that was a little weird. So beware Air Italy. It's kind of a little sketch. I mean, their airline, their airplane is on the older side. They have those two pronged headphone things, and then obviously they have the on-screen entertainment for each seat. But it seems a little older than some of the other flights I've seen. But yeah. So that was the main issue I had so far. I mean, I'm here in Italy. I'm in Milan for literally one night, just to stay here, just to rest, and then go off to Venice tomorrow morning. So that's all I have to say. I wanted to include time lapse of the sunset or something, or some cool thing to watch, but I didn't. Maybe there's gonna be an intro that I put. So if there is, then enjoy that, or you enjoyed it already. Maybe it sucked. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll update more later.